Well, hello everybody out there on the internet. This is RealmanPwns, and today, let's make sure this camera's on. Yep. We're in the garden, and we're going to be making some pesto. And I got here my tower of basil and my blue bowl and my handy dandy trimmers and scissors. And so, yeah, let's set you down here, and we'll just start clipping off some tops of this basil. All right. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? That's your mama's stool hole right there. But anyway, let's get some more. Well, we need about 2 cups of this pesto, of this basil, because I'm making pesto with a twist. And of course, if you've read the title of this video, you already know what the twist is. It's sunflower seeds. Most pesto calls for pine nuts in the ingredients, but I don't have any pine nuts, but I do have some sunflower seeds. So it's a very good substitution, and it tastes great. You should try it. So let's always want to keep your basil trimmed so it doesn't start flowering. Because if it flowers, the leaves will start to turn bitter tasting, and you don't want that. Although I do believe you can eat the flowers if it does eventually end up flowering. Now 2 cups of basil is 2 cups compressed into the measuring cup, not loose. So you got to press it down in there. And so that kind of makes one of the ingredients, which is olive oil, a little iffy on how much you put in. So I'll give you the measurements when I do it, but you may have to use more or less depending on how tightly you pack that basil in there. But you can tell when you see it in your processor about how much you need to use according to the consistency, and of course you won't taste it. I think that's about enough. If it's not, I'll come get some more. I'll be back. Alrighty, now it's time to wash the basil. And if you notice here, I got my handy dandy new sink here, and our new faucet that I installed myself. Thank you. You can see me in there. Oh, ma'am. Yeah, I know the mirror's broken, but it's the only one we got. So there you go, and Bob's your uncle. So we just gonna not roughly. You don't want to really lose too much of the oils on the thing, but just lightly. And there you go. And you let all that water get out. Alrighty, I'll be back. Alrighty, so now here we are in my my room, and here's my weight bench. But we have dual use for that, so we can use it as a prep bench. And now we're just going to start taking these leaves off. You don't want the thick stem. That's not going to taste good. You just want the leaves, and you know, you can skip the little teeny leaves. Yeah, that's just a lot of effort. There's plenty of basil. I'm not going to be out of basil, so I'm just going to get all the bigger leaves off. And there you go. That I'm going to throw away. And I'll be back. Alrighty, we're back. And that looks like a lot. But when we press it down in there and pack it good. That is, it's pretty much close. I think that's good. 2 cups. Oop, there's a few more. Let's put them in there. Alrighty, we'll be back. Alrighty, so let's assemble our ingredients. We've got the 2 cups of basil pressed into the cup, and now we got 3 cloves of garlic. We're gonna have a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Use the one that has no cellulose powder. You don't want that nasty stuff in there. Get the quality for this recipe. And we're gonna have a half cup of olive oil and 2.5 tablespoons of sunflower kernels, without the shells, obviously. So let's start, and salt and pepper to taste. So first we're gonna get our sunflower seeds. There's one, 2, and a half. All right, we can put seed over here. And now you can put these directly in here, but I don't have any teeth, so I want to make sure that mine are completely ground. So I have my little bullet, this is the grinder attachment. It's also what I use to make my pepper powder. And down here in the thing, and there you go. And Bob's your uncle. And let me tell you, this sunflower seed is going to be, it's going to be yum. So we're going to put that all in there. And then we're going to clean out that little get it all out. You don't want to waste none of this stuff. Just money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Butterbean? And our 3 cloves of garlic. And now we need, first we'll do a half cup of this parm. Let's see how we got here. Half cup. And maybe a little less than that. Well, maybe a little more. I'm just going to use it all. It's right there at a half cup. And so we're going to put you all in here, all around. There you go. Now we need half cup of extra virgin olive oil. I'm using this brand, Terra Delizia. And again with measurement, wrong side, half cup. Now I'll probably add more because, like I said, the recipe, it says a half cup, but it's going to be different depending on how well you press those leaves in your 2 cups of basil leaves. But we'll start with a half cup, and then we'll add more if we need it. And we're going to put it right in there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Butterbean? Get all that oil in there. There we go. Good enough. And now, I believe that's it. Oh, we got a salt and pepper to taste. So I got my pink salt here. And my multicolored pepper. Right, multicolored pepper balls. And again, we'll taste it at the end to make sure it's just what we want. And now we got here. We're gonna put it on here, put it here. And then here we go. Let's see if I can get a good angle for you. All right, now we're going to move it around a bit. Get sweat out of my eyes. Good. Now you get leaves that don't all process. Actually, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, let me get a little taste. And we'll get a little more here. That looks pretty good. All right. And then we're going to take this and put it in a container and put it in the refrigerator and use it on dinner tonight. I'll be back. And here we go. The end result. Right down in there. Can you see that? I mean, one more taste. That is scandalous and delicious. So yeah, make your own pesto with your own basil that you grew in your garden. This is one of the benefits of having a nice garden, is you get to eat your own food that you grew. And so you know what went in it. You know there's no pesticide that you don't want, or if you want it organic, you know, however you want to grow your stuff, you grow it your way. And I'm telling you, the sunflower seeds, I think, are probably better. I haven't had the pine nuts, but I'm pretty sure they're better than pine nuts in flavor. They're a lot more tasty. And some people don't like nuts, or they have allergies to nuts, so this is a great substitution. This has been RealmanPwns with pesto with fresh basil and sunflower seeds. Oh!